I'm Steve Tharinger, representative for the 24th Legislative District, and we're sitting in the House chambers in my seat on the House floor.
We're 1/3 of the way through the 2011 session already. Can you tell us what is one of the most significant things that has happened so far?
Well, I think there's been a number of things. We've passed out a budget, at least out of the House, to close the biennial gap. We've passed unanimously out of this House an unemployment insurance measure that provides good balance between the employers get a $300 million tax break and the employees get an extension of $25 a week for their unemployment insurance. So it's a balanced approach, I think, that'll help the economy on both the employer side and the employee side.
Let's talk about a bill you're co-sponsoring that would end some tax exemptions. How would it help working families?
Well, the key, as everyone knows, is the challenge we face with the discrepancy between the shortfall in our projected revenues and our expenditures. And so we think those of us who signed on to the bill are really interested in looking at some of these tax exemptions just as a business looks at their regular expenses. These are an expense to government. I mean, there is over 300 pages of exemptions that the state has. So just as and I was a small business person, so we look at our expenses, whether that's advertising or transportation or the things, or if we're making contributions to certain associations, those are expenses, just as these tax exemptions are expenses. So as much as we're scrutinizing basic health or early learning or in-home care or the education budget, I think it's appropriate for us to look at these tax exemptions, which are in fact costing the state dollars. And in 300 pages, the hope is that maybe we can find some that would be beneficial so that we don't have to make the drastic cuts to basic health and in-home care and early learning and some of the programs that are, I think, so important for this state to move forward as one Washington.
Let's talk a little about immigration, which is a very hot topic these days. Washington is one of 2 states left that issues driver licenses to undocumented immigrants, and you're co-sponsoring a bill that would change that. How would it work?
Yeah, the idea behind this is right now Washington is a magnet state because we allow our driver's license to be used as an identification piece. And so we're attracting people from all over the West to come here and get this driver's license. And I don't think that's what we want to do. I mean, obviously immigration is a federal issue. I think all of us are concerned that the federal government hasn't stepped up to deal with this issue. But I don't think we want Washington to be a magnet state, nor do we want our Department of Licensing staff to become immigration officers. So what this does is provide a 2-tier system. If you have citizenship identification, you get a regular driver's license that shows that. If you don't, then you get a driver's license, but it can't be used as an identification piece other than just for driving your car. So I think it's a good solution to a very difficult problem. The bill right now is being heard in Transportation Committee, and I think it's scheduled for a hearing in Transportation on the House side.
Great. Well, we look forward to checking in with you again soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you.